Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Falcons of Air Force. Take it away, broadcast team.
The give out of the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just... And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
Runs for the tackle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. The inside handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. And the extra point was good. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Fires to the right. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Talk about having a day. We're not even done the first quarter yet. This receiver already has over 100 yards. Look out.
Pressure coming. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. The give on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Lowers those pads. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Harris. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Picked off. What a play by this defense. change opportunity. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Gives it on the option. Sweet cut there. Oh, what a cut! He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. Touchdown, Indiana! Great job by the back on the option. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Now the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Grab behind the line. It's Carson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure, the hit on the quarterback, forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And he's coming out of the end zone. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Johnson wants to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Running to Green. Made a defender miss. Turning it on. Touchdown, Indiana! Stealing a score on special teams. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Goes to the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They'll run the option. Find some fresh air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Falcons will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll return it from the 50. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. busts through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Johnson looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Falcons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse. He's in open space downfield. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Indiana, 89. Air Force, 45.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field, trying to set the tone with the run. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Johnson wants to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Rides the back on the option to give. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Indiana! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Hunt is on its way. He takes it at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point splits the uprights. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Indiana! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Falcons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. On the option. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The Falcons will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Gives it on the option. Oh, what a move. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. We reached the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense set on first down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's running free down the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver, because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And the ball squirts out deep in their own end. And they scoop it up in the end zone. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here's the pressure. All bottled up, and now the ball is free. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defensive touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Bringing it back. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Option look, it's Johnson. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Falcons decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Power football with the run. Shakes off the defender. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burris. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to...
They cough it up near their own goal line. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And the defense right now flying around, getting to the ball carrier, knocking the ball loose, running into the end zone, jumping on it for a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll bring it out. It's Burris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Stats. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the 2nd quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one, just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burris. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. The option look. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shit.
They cough it up inside their 3. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Yeah, you could definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. Third down, trying to make a play, trying to get the first down, but Palmer, ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense, very lucky that was not a turnover.
Here's the handoff. Makes his man miss. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. That last possession, the early punt, losing track of the downs, whatever it was, David, that was a fireable offense. They better atone here.
I mean, that is unbelievable. That no one catches that? Like the first coach, the second coach, maybe a player. Hey, it's not 4th down, and we punted the football. I got nothing.
The only dude who liked that play call was the punter.
Analytics replaced with idiotics.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Falcons will punt it away on 4th down. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the ground, it's Owens. Got the first down and more. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
coach scratching his head. The final play of the first half, your opponent runs the ball and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense, and to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And he makes the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And now they've lost the ball here. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Falcons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Falcons will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The give on the option. Look out, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Makes a man miss. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Indiana! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Johnson looking to throw. And wings it incomplete.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give this guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
The Falcons will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Inside. Touchdown, Hoosiers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, what a big-time play for this defense. Backed up, they come after the quarterback, and they...
Touchdown, Indiana! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Johnson wants to throw it.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Falcons will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Pulls it in and looking upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his feet, he gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Johnson wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Falcons line up to punt it away. He'll return it from around the 50. He's going to get loose.
This is an outstanding return, and they always tell the return guy, you got to make the first guy miss. Once you do that, you go find your blockers and you find your alley, and that's exactly what happened there.
1st and goal. Read option left. He pulls it. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to pound it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The defense putting points on the board.